And then I turned around and looked at him. He was turning around looking at me. I said, my God, this man is a genius.
It's rewind, give me a couple of time, feed you a couple of lines, you gon' be a fan, even if you like it or not.
Hi, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Nandi. As you can see from the title, today's video is going to be the stages of dating. I think I have 4. I wanted to cap at 4. I saw some that was like 8, 5. Listen, 4 is enough. So I'm gonna be talking about the 4 stages of dating. I was inspired actually to do this topic because I follow this woman on Instagram named Kira J. I hope it's Kira J. And she had a series of tweets that she put on Instagram that just really resonated with my soul. And I'm gonna get into her tweets a little later on, but that is what inspired me to do this video. So thanks, girl. So let's go ahead and get right into it. The first stage of dating that I have is the initial meeting / attraction. So obviously we all know this stage. This is where you're standing in a club with your girls, sipping on your drink, and you know, from across the room, you see this guy checking you out. Y'all exchange your little looks and smiles and whatnot back and forth. He comes over to you, asks you your name, tells you you look good, asks you for your number. You know, we all know the meeting part. Or you're like walking down the street, you know, you see someone. This actually, let me tell y'all a quick story. This is so funny. I remember like years ago, this was like in college. I saw this, I think I was watching a YouTube video and the guy was like, oh, to see if someone likes you, you have to like walk down the street. If you're passing a guy that looks good, like you're gonna turn around and do, like you're gonna turn around, right? You're gonna pass each other, obviously, look at each other, like don't be weird. Look at each other, you know, and then when you walk past, you have to turn back and like look. So I did that. I did that in college with this guy. I don't know. Listen, that was a wild thing back then, okay? And I literally didn't even want the guy, but I just wanted to see if it worked. And so I remember I was coming back from the library and I saw a guy, like we, you know, looked at each other, whatever. And then I turned around and looked at him. He was turning around looking at me. I said, my God, this man is a genius. So the guy obviously like stopped me, asked me my number, whatever. But you know, the initial attraction and meeting phase is like probably my favorite just because I just love meeting new people and like I love the thrill of it. I love the rush of it. I love like getting to know someone new, etc. So obviously in this stage, this is the most funnest stage as well to me. Like the most, I think this is the most like cuddliest stage. Is that even a thing? But I say that because in this stage, it's like constant texting, constant communication. This is like the courting stage, and the courting stage is very fun. You get to spend a lot of time with this person. You're always with this person. You're like, oh my God, I like him so much. Oh my God, I think she's so cool. Constantly going on dates and constantly having a good time. There's not usually any like fighting or any rough patch during this stage. Like this stage is like smooth sailing. It's like, you know, you're just getting to know each other. You're having fun. You're having a good time. Everything's cool. So that is the first stage. The second stage is curiosity, interest, and infatuation. Now we're in like we met. Now we're in like the dating talking stage. Okay. So this stage is where you're still having a good time. You're still courting because you're still trying to get to know this person, but the conversation isn't that deep. In this stage, you also still could be talking all the time, spending a lot of time together, but the conversation still isn't that deep. You are hanging with this person. This is the stage where red flags get overlooked. This is absolutely the stage because the initial meeting stage, it probably lasts for like a couple weeks, and then you just automatically just transition into that the second stage here, especially if you're a good fit, you know, you like him, they like you, you just gradually move into this stage. So this is a stage where a lot of differences are overlooked, a lot of red flags are overlooked. there's still rarely any conflict because you are trying to impress the other person, right? So this is a stage where, you know, there's curiosity. You want to get to know this person. You have interest in this person. So you're still trying to figure out this person. A lot of people in this stage focus on the how can I get them to like me instead of the do I like them. And I have a video where I'm talking about that. I think it's like sabotaging yourself while dating. Or no, it's like self-abandoning yourself while dating. Definitely check that out. But because this is a stage where people are trying to impress. You're trying to impress. So you want to know, okay, how can I get this other person to like me and things like that. Okay, so this is where these tweets come into play. Because this is why I was even interested in doing this in the first place. Okay, so there are a couple of tweets here that she has, and I'm just going to read them off. So the first one says, I figured out the major key problem with women when it comes to romance. Most women do not understand the difference between dating and being in a relationship. We apply girlfriend pressure and expectations onto men. We're getting to know, then wonder why things keep going bad. That man you're casually dating is not your boyfriend. The man you're dating is not obligated to you. Y'all are both two single people enjoying each other's company until you both decide to take things further. The key problem with men in dating is y'all want relationship perks out of casual encounters. To go further, some of y'all want the benefits of having a wife without even having a girlfriend. All the cuffing, none of the commitment. Everybody out here confused. First of all, I read those tweets and I said, can we just clap for the queen, okay? Because this is a summary of what happens in this stage. This is the curiosity, attraction, interest stage. And this is exactly what happens. People get so enamored with the person that they're talking to, the person that they are getting to know, and they get so enamored with them that they are just like, it's like the Carisha thing. Like when she was when she had the interview with Diddy and he's like, we go together? She's like, real bad. No, not real bad, because y'all don't go together. The next thing that I wanted to touch on in this stage is also based off of her tweets, and I will read them now. So this one says, constant contact does not symbolize connection. Dating needs to go back to the way it was in the 90s before smartphones took over. One person would call the other up, schedule a day and time, then on a date they would talk, recap their week. Now with social media, there's constant contact. They're constant contact with the people they're casually dating, and if they don't get the morning text, the midday face call, the nighttime conversation, they'll think you don't care about them. Here's the thing, constant contact does not symbolize connection. You could talk to someone every day about nothing, and you could talk to someone every few days and be building with them. This generation feels so entitled to the people they date. It's supposed to be light and fun, see where it goes. Now this is really what I want to focus on. This generation feels so entitled to the people they date. I need you guys to really understand what dating is. And now, obviously, I'm not writing anybody because I have absolutely been a confused girl. The obligation to people in this phase is kind of crazy, right? So what you want to keep in mind is that you are only dating this person. So, like I said, you are casually dating in this stage. So unless you have discussed some exclusivity, you all are not obligated to do anything for each other, okay? So that means I don't have to text you every day. I don't have to, I think even I've been in situations where like some men are like, wanting me to like check in with them. Baby, who? You're not my man. Like, it's not happening. You're not my man. I think this is definitely the time where things get like, lines get crossed in this stage a lot, okay? You need to remember that when you're casually dating someone, you're not obligated to them. You're not obligated to their time, nothing, okay? So, yeah. And if you so choose to get to know other people in this stage, like that is also your prerogative, okay? You do not have to be tied down to this one person that you meet just because you guys are talking. You are free to talk to other people. And that's fine. You are free to date other people. And if the person that you are seeing has an issue with you dating around because y'all are just dating, y'all are talking, still getting to know each other, then again, that sounds like you're trying to be exclusive and that conversation has not come up. But since we're talking about exclusivity, the next stage is becoming a couple. So this is where it turns from casually dating to exclusively dating. In this stage, reality starts to set in, the hormones are gone, you know, you're off your high of the honeymoon stage because the honeymoon high is high, okay? And so in this phase, you are coming back down to reality and you're looking at the person that you're dating and you're like, damn, he mad annoying. So this is the stage where everything that they do starts to get on your nerves. The best face is taken away in this stage. So in the last stage, you know, you still got your best face on, you're still trying to impress them. In this stage, the best face is gone, okay? The best face is gone. They are relaxing into who they actually are. And this is a time where, you know, the red flags and differences that you put aside when you were still in a lustful mood after them, this is where you're looking at them with the clear eyes and you're like, Also in this phase, you are either deciding whether or not you want to progress the relationship. This phase is where a lot of people start bringing in ultimatums because they now want to get married. So I do not have a specific time limit on this stage, and I don't want to put a time limit on this phase because I think that this stage is like where this is like a really personal stage, I feel like, to me. And even like the talking one, like it usually typically lasts 3 to 6 months, but at the end of the day, like people move at their own pace. And so if they're not ready, they're not ready. And the same applies to this stage. Like some people are more sure and just know faster than other people. And I don't really want it to be like the whole thing of like, when you know, because I think that you can know, but it is a common human thing to be hesitant regardless. And usually this is also the stage where you get that type of where you get the external pressure from other people as well to push along your relationship. The last stage is engagement, and then it goes on to marriage. So I guess there are 5 stages. I also want to point out too that a lot of breakups happen in the 3rd stage, which is that couple stage. A majority of the breakups obviously happen in the couple stage because, you know, that's where you're in it longer. So you know whether or not you actually, because the next step is engagement, marriage. And if that is not the type of person that you have in front of you, or that's not the type of person that you want to get married to, then it's like you're definitely going to cut them off during that stage. So that is it for this video, you guys. I hope you guys found some gems. I had a really good time recording this, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.